Hello Pedestrians, welcome back to the channel H-Ero. This will be part 47 intro for A Town Uncovered. So guys, we're going to continue on with more of the side stories for 3 characters now this time. We're going to do Mrs. Smith, Hitomi, and Miss Allaway in this episode. So I hope you guys are enjoying these side stories. I don't know, I'm not sure if I should post like 1 or just 2 episodes for each side stories, because I think the side stories are not that long, so I might just post 1 each day for each side story. I know this might suck, but who knows. And if I like cut off between like a side story, I might upload like another episode, who knows. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, guys, because it's a blast watching these side stories and take a break from the main story as well. So without further ado, guys, let's begin. Hello Pedestrians, welcome back to the channel of H-Ero. Today I'll be playing A Town Uncovered part 47, guys. So last time, like I said at the end of part 46, we're going to continue on with the side story with Hitomi and Miss Allaway, hopefully. And maybe in the next episode, if we have time, we'll probably do some side stories with Jane and Mrs. Smith as well. So that's the objective for like 2 episodes at least. And hopefully you guys get to enjoy the side stories, because the main story is quite intense actually. And I kind of wanted to take a break from it and also do some side story for you guys, so you guys could like see the character stories as well. So without further ado, let's just jump in, Hendais, and let's see Hitomi's side story. This is an outrage, a travesty, a downright insult to the rule of the crown of Anzanthor that would have resulted in downright demands for the execution of the kingdom of Ragnaher. Actually, the revolts of the lead of the revolution of the Princess of the Wind from the east and the subsequent coronation of Gegalius Girthelix and his council of merry men. Execution and any and all acts of public punishment and violent display of the likes were banned from the authorized and inclusion of his adamant of the new air traffic law for dragon riders. But I do share the sentiment you're meaning to say. How can Hitomi just kick us out of our space like this? Alright, the Ventillas. I'm glad you're happy, man. But this is an utter betrayal. We have been banished from our domains and forced to mingle amongst those of the mortal realms. This is worse than the release of the extra special edition of Galactic Conflicts, or when they tried to adapt the saga of Ghost Waifu Mega Milkies into a live-action adaptation and replace the main heroine with the one who barely had a B cup. This might be even worse than the ending of games of whoa, easy there, Kryugion. I think that's how you read his name. I think that's how you read his name. I think. You know well that nothing can ever be that terrible, and we all agreed to never speak of it again so we could enjoy the prequel series while entirely ignoring the events of the main one. You're right. I'm just so sad about that. I seem to be letting my emotions get the best of me. Surely not something worthy of a level 75 volcanic psychic wizard. I think that's how you read it like that, right? My atoms would have been pulverized for such a display of emotion had we been in game. As long as we are aware of it, we shall let something slide due to the circumstances. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Regardless though, this is truly an outrage of fantastical proportions. Something wrong with the fellowship, you guys? You. Me? You betrayer, king slayers, colonizer of kingdoms. Whoa, what is going on with you guys? You should know quite well what's going on. You have taken our lands. Oh, is this about the nerd cave? Yeah, sorry guys, I promised to help Hitomi out with her art practice, and we needed some space for her to work in. But why must we be banished into the realm of mortals from our sanctuary for her to do so? Can you guys promise not to criticize her work or make references to other nerdy stuff and anatomy examples to make her feel uncomfortable? Well played, young knight. Yeah, I thought as much. Look guys, it's just for a while, and considering Hitomi lets you guys tour the place for yourself for most of the time, I'm sure you guys can do her a solid just this once. Besides, her family owns this place to begin with, so she gets to decide what to do with the place regardless, you know? That's a good point with sound logic. You guys can survive without the cave for a day. Why not go to the beach or maybe get some color on your skin or mess around with the water or in the water? Calvamin gets sunburned really easily, and we have an agreement between the three of us to never put on each other's sunscreen. What? Silence! Or have you be headed by my level 89 Hydra Rider Dominatrix? Nevertheless, I see your point. As a benevolent ruler, I shall allow our returners to use our holy domain in the further pursuit of our creative horizons. But just for today, because we forgot to pay for use of the room in advance this month. John, are you out there? I'm coming, Hitomi. Thanks for being understanding, you guys. I'm sure Hitomi really appreciates you are allowing her to use her own space. I'll see you all later. Fare thee wells. Live long and bone faster. What the fudge? Ah, John, I was starting to think you weren't coming or going to come. Yeah, sorry about the delay. I got a bit caught up with Lord Kev and the guys in front of the store. Yeah, they weren't happy when you asked to use the back rooms for today, especially when I added the note on the note on the curtain to keep everyone else out. They were having a tournament or playing a game today or something. They were quite upset. No, I just don't think they were having anywhere else to hang out, and they've made this place kind of their second home. A lot of the furniture and decor was actually donated by them and other regulars to make this whole place more comfy for everyone. Well, that's nice of them. Yeah, but they do hoard the place for themselves far too much. And I have to ring them in sometimes when new clients are coming in to play some board games or something. But enough of that. I'm really happy you actually came. You certainly look excited, and here I was thinking you were going to back out on the last second or something. Well, after you left, I saw some exercises that people usually use models for and went down the rabbit hole for the whole practice. I'm definitely really excited at the potential benefits this will have or my art. I really can't thank you enough for doing this for me. Don't sweat it, I'm happy to help. Besides, I'm just modeling, it's not that difficult of a thing to do. I'm really glad you see it that way. Alright, I marked the positions for you to stand in. Right over there, right? Right. I also set a place for your clothes, so stand on the mark as soon as you strip and we can begin. Yeah, no problem. Wait, what? Did you just say strip? Yes, naturally. The best kind of modeling is nude modeling after all. We never said anything about nude modeling. I thought it was implied. I mean, you were sounding so confident about it that I figured that's what you meant by it. I thought you wanted me in different poses for you to trace over. First of all, it's not tracing, it's using reference, very different things. And second of all, I'm trying to learn raw anatomy right now. It won't be helping my sketches much if I'm also sketching the volume of your clothes or I'm making the body right. Please don't tell me you're getting cold feet now. I worked really hard to prepare all this. I'm not getting cold feet here. If anything, I was just really surprised you are so okay with this. I thought you would be all embarrassed over the whole thing. Well, truth be told, I was quite nervous when I was preparing all of this, but once I saw the benefit of the exercise, I got really excited for what I can potentially learn. You just want to see him nude. Be honest here, Hitomi. Besides, I see you go to the beach all the time anyway, and you got a strip in order to get in and mess around, right? We're literally across the street from it. So there's no big deal about you doing it in the private room, right? Well, yeah, but it's that street of distance that separates welcome nudity to a felony in my experience. I won't hold it against you if you want to back out. No, I'll do it. You just surprised me is all. Let me strip down and we can begin. Thank you so much for this, John. I really don't know where to begin to thank you for all you've done for me. Don't sweat it. I'm also happy to help out and get you out of that sour mood. How's your first webcomic coming away, by the way? It's doing okay. It's steady getting views and nicer comments as I tell some of my life stories working as a cashier of a comic book shop. I actually announced my new webcomic yesterday and had a whole small chapter where you come in to lend me help with modeling and all. Really? Help you draw me in a flattering way then. I kept your features overall hidden since I figure you want any of my readers in town to figure out it's you who's helping me with this. I appreciate that. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna have to censor that, alright? Alright, so, what do I have to stand in the spot and strike a pose? Yeah, let's start with... Whoa. Huh? You tell me? I don't mind you staring considering you're going to be drawing and all, but should I get on a pose first? What? Oh, right. Sorry about that. It's just, it kind of dawned on me that that I have you actually naked in front of me and all alone in a room. It just dawned on you now? I'm sorry. I kept looking at it in a cold, analytical manner and didn't realize you would, you know, really be naked until now. Should I put my clothes back on or... No, it's fine. I do see how having you naked will help me getting used to drawing silhouettes and help me with some other things. What was that? No, nothing at all. Just thinking out loud. Okay, let's start, okay? Just get on the spot and I'll guide you on which position to get on. I need to focus, so can you try not to get, you know, hard? Alright, I'll try my best then. Alright, just gotta focus on keeping me down and hanging on until he's telling me satisfied. Come on, John, focus. What the fuck is this? Options! No freaking way. Man, these... come on, man. Come on. Oops, my bad, guys. Alright. So the first one's thinking about her A's and thinking about nature's the one existence. I kind of want to like save, guys. I kind of want to know like where this is going. Oops. Alright. So I'm gonna check the first option, guys, for those who are watching it on Patreon. So hope you guys enjoy. No, don't think. Fudge! What an ass, though. Man, why do I have to do this? Sit on my face. I wonder what they look like bouncing on my... John, do you have a boner? Oh god, I'm so sorry. No, it's fine. I'm the one putting you in this position to begin with. I'm going to let you deal with that, and we can continue another day. I'm really sorry about this, Hitomi. It's fine, really, I don't mind. I understand it's natural and all. Plus, it's not like I mind seeing it and... What am I saying? I'm sorry, I have to go. Nice. That was kind of weird reading the section with the trio. It's kind of weird, guys. It was kind of weird, to be honest. So, pose for Hitomi for another day, it says. I'm kind of curious to like to see like what's the other option. So I'm gonna be back, guys. I'm gonna do a small little intermission and we will be right back, guys. So give me one moment. I'm gonna check out what happens if I choose the other option, and I'll just let you guys know after the intermission. So I'll be right back. Alright, guys, we are back from the intermission, guys. So basically I did check out what happened with Hitomi's option. So if you're like trying to think of anything besides Hitomi, Hitomi gets to like practice more of her like anatomy drawings of John, and eventually, like near the end, basically Jacob just comes in the curtain and he sees like John nude, and Hitomi's like all flabbergasted, and Jacob just runs away, and that's basically what happens. And then later John has to like give a proper explanation to Jacob of what happened in the Cave of Wonders, you know. So that's what happens. But if you keep choosing like if you keep thinking about Hitomi's body, basically those options, all the options will like just happen the same way you guys seen before the intermission, guys. So if you choose if you make John think of Hitomi's body in any shape or form, he will get excited, his flower will bloom, and Hitomi will be flabbergasted, and she will just run away herself and then Jacob wouldn't just come out, just like you seen before. So now we're gonna go and fight Brock, I guess, again. So what the fudge? Hold on. Oh yeah, it says wait till morning. Okay. So we're gonna fight Brock this time, and we're gonna continue with Miss Allaway's side story. So, what if I Brock again? Nice. Before we go, I want to see what this guy has to say. Okay, never mind. All right. Now, let's see Miss Allaway's. Hey, tough stuff. Hey, Miss. I hope no one saw that. No, neither do I. That was it? Holy smokes, I thought there would be more. Hold on a second, let me see. Get lunch at the university cafeteria. Okay, guys. So, we cannot do Hitomi, and we have to do this for the next day. Maybe, just maybe I could do Mrs. Smith right now? You could do that right now, actually. I mean, I was gonna wait for Jane, but because of Miss Allaway's being really short, I guess that's what I'm going to do. So we're gonna go check Mrs. Smith as well, maybe. There's some noises coming from downstairs. But before we do, let's see if we can check on Jane. Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna go and check on Mrs. Smith downstairs. God damn it, I have to censor that. Upstairs. John, honey, I'm sorry, but we have to stop now. Are you serious? Just for a second, I have to make sure he's okay. Fuck, fine. I'm going to fuck your throat when you come back, though. Hey, mister, we need to talk. Damn it. Fine, let's talk. What is your problem? Why are you starting off like that? Because you and Mr. Smith were busy? Our relationship decreased by 3. What the? Do you realize that your landlord and I are married, right? You do understand that your landlord and I took you in, right? Your landlord is a real man. He could please me like you never could. You want to be treated like a man, John? Start acting like one. I only did what I did because I thought you would stand up and be the man you were supposed to be. You know how he is today, nowadays. Nowadays? It's the stress, this move, this new job, this whole change in our life is stressing the hell out of your landlord, and it's my duty. Your duty? What? As a wife to relieve him of his stress by Yes, John, it is. Yes, it is. This isn't always about you. You're not the man of the house. You don't understand what it's like to having your own family. You don't know how soul-sucking it is for him to make sure he's putting bread on the table every single night. The very least I could do is to be the wife he deserves. This is what we both deserve. Now, stop being so ungrateful. Your landlord has done wonders for this family, more than you ever could. He doesn't treat you right. He treats me fine, John. No, he doesn't, and you know it. What about the time you took me to Monty's? That was one of the best nights of my life. He's not even the same landlord, the real Mr. Smith that we know wouldn't act like that. Don't. I'm telling you, he's someone else from a different... John? Mom? The way he says mom. I know I sound crazy, but please listen. Don't start with that, John. I'm your landlady, not your lover. Your landlord may be a prick and an asshole, but at least he can make me feel like a woman. The only thing I feel when I'm with you is emptiness, like I want more from you. You don't even have time for me. You want me to die all alone. At least your landlord is here sometimes. At least he's there for me. I was there for you, wasn't I? No, John. No, you weren't. I'm very disappointed with you. Why are you disappointed? Wow, you are dense. Man, I'm making the wrong choices. Like, our relationship keeps decreasing with Mrs. Smith. We were supposed to spend every night together. That was the plan. Oh, shit. That's right. I remember, like, one of the side stories with Mrs. Smith that, like, we're supposed to like watch dramas with her every night, and we haven't done that at all. That makes sense. I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith. That won't happen. I don't ask very much of you, John. All I wanted was for some lady attended time before the term year ended. I don't know how long we have with each other before you leave us, before you leave me. I feel abandoned every single day. It's not a feeling I had, but a constant emotion that are lurking with me. That's why spending time with you was so important, but I guess you don't want to. We still have our landlady tenant time if you want, Mrs. Smith, but I'm just suggesting, hear me out before you put your foot down. How about not every night? John, I'm in too of a lonely mess to just have some nights with you. I can't possibly be there all the time, Mrs. Smith. I'm being realistic here. We can only compromise. Can you have some nights with Jane? She's your tenant too. Have some girl-on-girl time? I'm sure she'd be down for that. John, that's a little inappropriate. No. What? No. That's not what I'm saying, you two. I mean, if you... What? No, Mrs. Smith. I'm just joking, John. Calm down. Yeah. I'm sorry what I said earlier. I'm just, well, the situation we're in isn't really the best to be in. On top of that, I'm just naturally an emotional mess. Don't get me wrong. I'm still upset that you weren't there when I was counting on you. But, I hope you can forgive me for yelling at you. I forgive you. And I'm sorry, too, for not being there for you. I understand your anger towards me. Thanks, John. I do hope you do. I wish I could take back all the terrible things I said to you. Water under the bridge, Mrs. Smith. I can move on if you can. I guess I should head back to, your landlord. Do you have to? He's expecting me, John. I don't want to upset him any more than he already is when you shut up. Stay with me, Mrs. Smith. Lock the door and stay with me. I don't think that's a good idea, John. Your landlord is more than capable of kicking that door down. Besides, he's already full of hormones and adrenaline from, well, you know what he'd do to you. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you, honey. I'll be fine, sweetie. Just whatever you do, don't come downstairs. Promise? I can't promise that. Just please don't do anything stupid. All right, Mrs. Smith. Alright, the fire really left a big tear in our relationship. She may have acted like it was all okay, but I know she's still broken inside. Who is at fault? Am I at fault for not being there for her? Or is it her fault for forcing onto me such a demanding expectation? I love her and I know she loves me, but I'm merely an animal with a lust for many different women. I honestly can't expect myself to be loyal to her and only her forever. If I want this to work between us, I need to suck it up and mend the tear. She is my landlady, and I love her all too much. I'll need to build the trust between us again. Whoever said trust was a walk in the park. Alright, guys. So, we're going to go here. Let me check the phone really quick. Or go downstairs. Alright, guys. For you guys who are watching it on Patreon, you guys know the drill. I guess I should thank you for, being there like you said you would. You know you could stay here as long as you want. You don't need to face Mrs. Smith ever again. You're being a little overdramatic, aren't you? To be fair, this is between you and your landlord. I just unfortunately happen to be the reason it all started. It's not you, Mrs. Smith. You have nothing to do with it. Mr. Smith just turned into a right-out prick and deserved it. Let's the grown-up fight about it later, okay, baby? It's nothing you need to actively keep your eye on. You've been working it out, haven't you? I honestly doubt my squishy little boy. Excuse me, man. Come on, we should get some sleep. You can pick which side you want to sleep. What? Are you gonna strip down? But what? You sleep naked, John. I'm your landlady. I walked in on you while you're sleeping. Not on purpose, of course. I was just looking for something, and well, you're definitely not a little boy anymore, Mrs. Smith. Come on, give your landlady a show. It'll really lift my mood. Well, get ready for the 60th show of your life. Well then, guys. That was a night with Mrs. Smith. Holy smokes. Well, at least John decided to be a man and save her from the clutches of evil Mr. Smith. But anyway, that also concludes the episode today as well, guys. So Pedestrian, this will be the end of part, I think this is 47. If you want to see more of A Town Uncovered, hit the notification bell to keep you updated. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I hope we make more content of this game and maybe other games in the future as well. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a lovely and special day. And I'll see you all in the next part. Later, everyone.